Magandang araw sa inyong lahat. Once again, I'm Alvin Deliosa, your guest faculty of LSP or Graduate School. And I hope you're still safe and at home. Some of you are already allowed to go out under the ECQ, but others are still on lockdown for another 15 days due to modified ECQ. I'm here to discuss to you some salient points of the LSPU memo on academic rules and policies. Right after that, we'll have a run through of the learning delivery in this course. In particular, we will only tackle the general instructions, teaching and assessment, and plans for summer classes. These are the parts that I think is the most important to be understood as we resume our classes. The second semester will end on June 15, assuming that the ECQ is lifted already. But even if the province of Laguna is still under the modified ECQ, will now continue with the second shift until June 15. We will have our classes through distance learning modality, where we were advised to proceed under a flexible learning design and delivery. Our previous coursework is already counted as week number 2 of our course, so we are to accomplish the remaining 4 Saturdays to compensate for the 6 Saturday shift. I consider your handouts and PowerPoint shows as your final requirement already. Though we have a time frame of May 18 up to June 15, you're still given a grace period of 1 month to submit all the requirements and coursework. So if I would like to request, hopefully until June 30, you'll be able to finish all the coursework. Though you may comply and submit it until July, I also understand that most of us are already reporting to our respective stations and preparing for the start of the school year in the basic education sector. So might as well accomplish the coursework early on so that you can shift your focus to your work. Please take note that the third shift will be included in the first semester of academic year 2020-2021. And as I've said earlier, we will use flexible learning in finishing this course. Online platforms will still be the primary avenue to get through. I will send you the courseworks to your email. Submission is also through email. We will also use Zoom or Google Meet, whichever is better for our live discussions. I will discuss more of that later. So the whole document on the rules and policies is available at the official Facebook page of the Technology Advocate, LSPU San Pablo City's official publication. Okay? So we shall now proceed to the flexible learning experience on outcome-based education learning program. This will also be the structure of our learning delivery for Science 205. As you see, week number 1 is already completed using face-to-face learning. We were only able to discuss the course content, diagnostic test, and the readiness survey. I have used the result of the survey to focus on 4 special topics. The 2 will be discussed live in our sessions, while the other 2 will be recorded and will be available through a YouTube link. We are encouraged to apply asynchronous learning so that you can finish it at your own pace. So week 2 is already done. That is when I gave you coursework number 1. So we call it DLP number 1 in this case. So that's about introduction to physics and measurement. Our focus now is to finish week distance learning packets 2, 3, and 4 to compensate for weeks 3, 4, and 5. The details of the DLP will be discussed later. Then on June 13, Saturday, we will have our final exam. The course extension is on May 18 up to June 15. But again, you will still be given a grace period of 15 days. And just let me know of the challenges in accomplishing the coursework. For synchronous learning, so we'll have either Zoom or Google Meet for a live session on May 30. That's part of week number 4, and June 13, week number 6. I will discuss one topic per session. We will also allot some time for you to share your insights about the assigned topics to you. So don't worry, you will not report anymore. You'll just need to share bits of ideas or key ideas of the topic. Then we'll have the first half on May 30 and then the other half on June 30. Okay? So there are three learning packets that you need to accomplish. It has the following parts. So you have the general guidelines that focus on some reminders about the course. Then we have the submission details that contain the date of submission and file format. Next is the introduction that details the topic in a nutshell. So I provided a paragraph and some discussions there, as well as some figures for you to have a preview of the topic. Intended outcomes, which are the objectives of the coursework. Learning tasks, which are the the points given. So particularly in the learning task, you'll be given uh, a discrete number of points for each task. For the learning task, so these are the activities as well as the assessments that you need to work on to show your knowledge about the topics. And lastly, we have the suggested links, which are the sources that you may utilize to help you in doing the task. You may also use various resources to ease your work. So I think that will be it for the whole period. If you have any questions or queries, you may email me at aldin.deliosa@depe.gov.ph, and then we can also use our GC for some communications. So I'll also give you some details of it whenever you need to or you are asking to. Okay, so that will be all. Thank you.